In the heart of Burkina Faso's capital, Ouagadougou, a quiet yet powerful transformation is unfolding. A transformation that doesn't rely on flashy skyscrapers or massive foreign investments. Instead, it's rooted in the earth itself, a canal carved through the heart of the city. This is the Tanghin drainage canal, and it's not just a lifeline for the city. It's the embodiment of the country's journey towards self-sufficiency and resilience. The canal is more than just an engineering marvel. It symbolizes a new chapter in Burkina Faso's history, one where the country rises above the challenges of the past. For too long, nations in Africa have been told to wait for international aid, for foreign expertise, and for the approval of the global community. Burkina Faso is saying no to that narrative. Under the visionary leadership of President Ibrahim Traoré, the Tanghin Canal is proving that a nation can take charge of its own destiny, shaping its future through local ingenuity and self-reliance. This canal is much more than a solution to an environmental problem. It's a statement of independence, resilience, and the power of local people. Built entirely with local resources, designed by Burkina Bay engineers, and constructed by local workers, this project showcases the capability of Burkina Faso to take on its development challenges. It isn't funded by external loans or grants. Instead, it's a product of national pride and self-determination. The people of Burkina Faso, from engineers to laborers, are leading the way in building their nation, turning a dream into reality. The Canal project, initiated under President Traoré's Fosso Embo initiative, is a multifaceted endeavor that goes beyond just managing water. It's a holistic approach to urban development and environmental sustainability. The canal's design incorporates advanced flood control measures, stormwater management systems, and ecological solutions, ensuring that it's not just functional, but beneficial for the entire city. By reclaiming flood-prone areas and transforming them into vibrant spaces for the community, the canal is redefining how urban spaces can coexist with nature. But this project isn't just about mitigating floods. It's about restoring dignity to communities once battered by seasonal rains. For years, Ouagadougou's neighborhoods like Tanghin suffered through annual flooding. Streets turned into rivers, homes were destroyed, and businesses ground to a halt. Public health was jeopardized as stagnant water became a breeding ground for disease. The canal is changing that narrative. It's turning vulnerability into resilience, and in doing so, it's creating new opportunities for businesses, schools, and families. The canal is also about creating space for economic growth. With its construction, valuable land that was once submerged during floods is now being transformed into public spaces, markets, and recreational areas. These spaces are bringing new life to the city, attracting businesses, and fostering economic activity. As the canal's impact grows, it will continue to provide essential infrastructure for the city's expanding population, contributing to the country's long-term economic development. Moreover, the canal is a tool for creating social equity. It's about ensuring that every citizen, young or old, has a stake in their country's future. The Fosso Embo initiative, under which the canal was launched, emphasizes community engagement and empowerment. Local workers, including youth and women, are being trained and employed on the project. This not only addresses the immediate issue of unemployment, but also empowers a new generation of citizens who will carry this vision forward. By giving the people of Burkina Faso the tools they need to thrive, the canal is helping to shape the future of the country in a way that is sustainable and inclusive. The project's impact is far-reaching. Once the canal is complete, it will benefit over 150,000 residents in the first phase alone, with the second phase set to extend the canal's reach to even more communities. But beyond the physical infrastructure, the canal represents something deeper, a vision of a country that is no longer waiting for help from the outside. Burkina Faso is no longer dependent on international aid or foreign experts to drive its growth. This canal is proof that with the right leadership, vision, and determination, a country can chart its own path forward, no matter how steep the climb may seem. The canal project also represents a new kind of development, one that integrates environmental sustainability, economic growth, and social progress. Beyond flood control, the canal is contributing to a broader greenification campaign across the city. Trees will line its banks, improving air quality, lowering urban temperatures, and promoting biodiversity. Native plants and grasses will help filter the water, reduce soil erosion, and restore urban ecosystems. This integration of green infrastructure with urban development offers a sustainable model for other African nations to follow. As the project continues to evolve, the canal's impact will grow, providing a blueprint for future urban development across the continent. The people of Burkina Faso are no longer waiting for a foreign solution. They are creating one themselves. This is the future of Africa, a future where nations take control of their destiny, where development is driven by local resources and expertise, and where resilience and self-reliance are at the heart of every project. The Tanghin Canal is more than just an engineering feat, it's a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of the people, and a reminder that with vision and determination, anything is possible. Through this project, Burkina Faso is not just improving its infrastructure, it's building a new future for its people, one that is sustainable, prosperous, and free from dependency. The canal will forever stand as a legacy of what can be achieved when a nation dares to dream on its own terms. Before the canal, Ouagadougou's neighborhoods, like Tanghin, were often flooded during the rainy season. Streets became rivers, homes were lost, and public health suffered as stagnant water became a breeding ground for disease. Every year, communities braced themselves for the destructive power of the rains, facing the same cycle of devastation. Homes submerged, lives disrupted, and the economy brought to a standstill. It was a cycle that held back progress and left the city in a state of perpetual vulnerability, eroding the community's resilience and sense of security. But now, with the canal's creation, floodwaters are being redirected, communities are being revived, and the landscape is shifting from one of vulnerability to one of vitality. The once flooded streets are now being transformed into vibrant urban spaces, free from the threats of seasonal floods. This is not merely an infrastructure project, it's a transformative opportunity for the people of Burkina Faso to build the future they deserve. Thousands of young workers are employed on this project, receiving valuable training and developing skills that will serve them for years to come. These skills are not just limited to drainage systems. They're applicable across a wide range of sectors, empowering the next generation of workers with the tools to succeed. Local businesses are contributing to the project, from supplying raw materials to providing services. In this way, the canal is becoming an engine of both economic growth and national pride. It's a project born from the strength of the community and supported by the will of its people. As the first phase of the canal is completed, the project's impact is already being felt across Ouagadougou. Over 150,000 people in the city's most flood-prone areas will benefit from this transformative initiative. The canal not only prevents devastating floods but also creates space for public parks, markets, and sports facilities. These new spaces are fostering a sense of community and enhancing the quality of life in a city where such improvements once seemed impossible. People are beginning to see their city in a new light, a place of opportunity, resilience, and growth. The canal has become more than just a water management system. It is a foundation for future urban development, providing a springboard for new businesses and services to emerge. Looking ahead, Phase 2 of the canal will expand its reach, benefiting more than 400,000 people, including those in peripheral districts that have historically been neglected. With new features like underground reservoirs, smart stormwater sensors, and green corridors lined with thousands of resilient trees, the canal will continue to serve as a model for sustainable urban development across Africa. These smart technologies will ensure that the canal operates efficiently, even during the heaviest rains, reducing the risk of flooding and minimizing environmental damage. The green corridors will not only beautify the area but also serve as vital ecological spaces, offering habitats for local wildlife and helping to maintain a balanced, sustainable environment. The canal project is not just about managing water. It is part of a broader greenification campaign aimed at transforming the city's urban landscape into a more sustainable, livable environment. The canal banks will be lined with trees, chosen for their ability to thrive in urban environments. These trees will provide shade, reduce urban temperatures, and improve air quality, making the city more comfortable for residents. Native plants and grasses will help filter the water, preventing erosion and contributing to the ecological restoration of the area. This blend of infrastructure and nature will create a harmonious environment, benefiting both people and wildlife alike. But the impact of this project goes beyond its environmental and economic benefits. It's about transforming lives. Families who once lived in constant fear of flooding can now look forward to a safer, more stable future. The canal provides a sense of security that has been absent for years. Children no longer have to wade through murky water to get to school, and business owners no longer have to deal with the disruption and damage caused by flooding. The canal has breathed new life into the city, offering new opportunities for growth and stability. It's not just about drainage, it's about restoring hope, dignity, and the restoration of faith in the country's ability to overcome its challenges. The Tanghin Canal is more than just an engineering project. It's a symbol of Africa's potential, a shining example of what can be achieved when a nation takes control of its future. Burkina Faso is not waiting for aid or approval from the outside world. It is building its own path, one that leads to a more sustainable, prosperous, and self-determined future. The canal represents a new way of thinking about development, one that's rooted in the local community, driven by national resources, and focused on long-term sustainability. This approach is setting a powerful example for other nations in Africa and around the world. It proves that with the right leadership, vision, and determination, even the most underdeveloped countries can rise to meet their challenges and build a better future for their people. And as the world watches, it's not as benefactors, but as witnesses to a new kind of African renaissance, one built on strength, vision, and the courage to dream big. The world is watching Burkina Faso not just as a recipient of aid, but as a leader in its own right, showing the world that it is capable of achieving greatness on its own terms. As Phase 2 of the canal project nears completion, with even greener banks and smarter systems, it is clear that this is just the beginning. The work done so far is a significant milestone, but the journey is far from over. Burkina Faso is not just building infrastructure, it's building a future. A future where resilience, sustainability, and innovation are the cornerstones of development. And the Tanghin Canal will stand as a lasting legacy, a reminder of what's possible when a nation dares to dream on its own terms. This project is not only about solving today's problems. It's about laying the foundation for tomorrow's successes, ensuring that future generations will live in a Burkina Faso that is not just resilient but thriving. The canal is a testament to the nation's collective strength, determination, and ambition. It's a symbol of hope for all of Africa, showing that sustainable development is not just a dream but a reality that can be achieved with the right vision and the will to make it happen.